Hey everyone, I'm Olivia.
And I'm Kyle.
And we're Drivin and Vibin.
Today we're going to reflect on our first year on the road and count down our top 10 free campsites of over the 100 campsites we visited over the first year.
It was very hard to narrow it down to just 10, and we chose these for various different reasons. They all had something unique to offer. So we're going to go ahead and start at number 10.
And number 10 is HIEB Park. It's a city park in Marion, South Dakota.
There isn't much going on in Marion, South Dakota, we'll tell you that right now, but this was a very pretty city park and they offered free water and electric there.
Yeah, it was awesome that we had the free hookups and we had great internet connectivity. There was a bathroom and a city pool all within a 50-foot radius.
It was a very big grassy park. We had plenty of room to walk river around. We could watch the ball games in the afternoon, and all the kids would rush over to the city pool in the afternoon too.
Definitely worth checking out if you're driving through South Dakota.
Yeah.
So now number 9 is Clark Canyon Reservoir in Dillon, Montana.
And we have to admit, we only stayed at this place for one night, and that was because there was no cell reception and we needed to run our business. But if we ever got a chance to stop back by again, it was completely beautiful.
It is a great, it has great access right off the interstate as we were heading from the Grand Tetons up to Glacier National Park. So the location was great and the views were stunning. And they had free doggy bags to pick up after river. They had a picnic table. They had covered pavilions for every site.
They had trash cans. It was a very well maintained, nice park for it to be free, and it looked right over the water and all the mountains in the background. It was beautiful at sunset.
So next we have number 8, and that is SNYDER Hill in Tucson, and it is BLM land.
Yep, so we liked this for the proximity to Tucson. It was very close. There was lots of camping spots there. We had great internet there.
Yeah. And it was great to be able to be so close to the city of Tucson, have access to the restaurants, the shopping, but be free, camping for free all the while. Not to mention, it seemed to be a hot spot for fellow RVers. We met a few different groups of friends there and got to hang out, so that was an added benefit.
Definitely. Got to socialize while we were there.
So now we got number 7, which is Blackwell Horse Camp in the Hoosier National Forest.
Yep, this was like a cool horse camping spot, and it was very spacious and grassy. They had very clean vault toilets there, and one of the only free camping options in Indiana. There wasn't much for free camping in the area.
And any size rig could fit there because of the huge grassy fields.
Yep.
It was able to give us enough privacy between any of our neighbors because it was so large.
Yeah, it was kind of choose your own spot. There wasn't really designated spots.
So now we'll move on to number 6, which is JAMIESON City Park in Poignette, Wisconsin.
We stayed here over the 4th of July weekend.
We did, yeah.
And it was a lot of fun, actually. Even though it was busy and there were fireworks and things like that, it was a really spacious, grassy park. There was lots of sites there. Another, kind of make-your-own site. There's a few fire rings, here and there.
They had water available, porta potties, a huge dumpster, and also the city police would drive through on a regular basis to just give it an overall feeling of safety, so we could leave our rig and not worry about it at all.
Yep, and it was near town, so we got to go to a really cool bargain market too and get a lot of discounted goodies.
So next we have number 5, which is Snake River, right outside of the southern entrance of Yellowstone National Park.
Obviously, it's a great site for the proximity to Yellowstone, and it was right on the river.
Yeah, so there are a few different camping options as you drive down the Snake River Road, and this one had 2 camping spots that shared a vault toilet, and it was the cleanest vault toilet we've ever used.
Yep.
It was amazing.
The only downfall to that site is we didn't have any cell signal there, no reception.
But it was definitely worthwhile if you're going to Yellowstone and you don't want to pay for camping. A big rig can't fit too far back in there. I wouldn't recommend taking it anything over 24 feet back there.
Yep.
But for us, it was perfect.
Yeah, and we ended up sharing the spot too. I mean, there was more than enough space, and we let some tent campers use the tent camping spot since we were just staying in our camper there.
So next we have number 4, which is Lower Teton View in the Teton National Forest, right across from Grand Teton National Park.
Yeah, so obviously this camping spot had a great view of the mountains. We loved that, and it was easy access, very close to the road. You didn't have to go down some long winding gravel road to get there.
And the internet connection we had was good. The network remained bogged down because of all the tourists there the whole time. But we imagine if you go on the off season, you'll be able to have some pretty fast internet connection.
Yep, definitely.
So now number 3 is right outside of a town called Patagonia in the Coronado National Forest. You can find the GPS in the article linked below, but it's just off one of the national forest roads there.
And so the place that we stayed, there's one obvious camping area, and it's got a lot of camping sites, and it's kind of open, and we kept following that road back further, and we got the most perfect private little spot, like tucked into the mountain.
It was such a nice camping area in southern Arizona. We got to do some great hiking on the Arizona Trail that had a trailhead just about a mile away from our campsite. The town of Patagonia was about 4 miles away. It had everything we needed: a post office, coffee shops, a health food store.
Yeah, we loved the little coffee shop there, Gathering Grounds, I think it was. And we liked it. They had great food, great coffee. And the only downfall to this spot was the poor reception. We didn't get good reception there, but it was a nice, peaceful, quiet spot.
We could use our AT&T, but we couldn't really stream anything. And it's a great place to go if you're in Arizona during the winter but want some peace and quiet.
Yeah.
So number 2 now is BLANKENSHIP Bridge right outside of Glacier National Park on the west entrance.
Yep, so this one's a little tricky to get to. We got down there because our rig is so small. We did see a bigger motorhome down there, but they weren't afraid to, you know, maybe get a few dings or scratches. But it was right on the river. I mean... Yeah,
we parked on a riverbed. We were within a stone's throw from the water, and it was just beautiful.
Yeah, there was a boat launch right across the river from us, and we got to watch everyone launch their tubes and kayaks and everything and float right past our window.
And with our WeBoost cell booster, we were able to get 4G LTE on our T-Mobile and stream everything we wanted to. So in the evenings after we were done exploring nature, we could just really veg out and watch some good Netflix.
Yeah, we do not recommend going down there if you have a big rig. It's probably a little dangerous just because the road is a little washed out in a few places. But if you like to tent camp as well, or take a van down there, or a small travel trailer, that would be fine.
And now our number 1 campsite, which I think beats all the other ones by leaps and bounds, was Buffalo Gap National Forest right outside the Badlands, and it was a beautiful spot.
Yep, this was our favorite boondocking spot of all time. It was just breathtakingly beautiful, lovely scenery over like the whole grasslands and all the rock formations and everything.
It's a wide open space, but your neighbors were so far away, our neighbors were so far away that we had tons of privacy. There were cell towers right nearby so we could get blazing fast speeds. It had the best of everything. The biggest downside of it was that, you know, it was pure dry camping with no bathrooms, no dumpsters or anything. But we did find a city park inside the town of Wall, which was about 8 miles away, that had a dumpster and also had water, so we could restock or throw away if we needed to.
Yeah, definitely. That was nice. And we found that most of the people that stayed there were just staying overnight for the most part, so we didn't have like any long-term neighbors or anything like that. It is a little bit hard to find, but if you do find it, it's worth a stay.
Yeah. So if you want to see about any of these campgrounds in depth, click the link below. We'll have GPS for all those, and also additional videos if we made those, so you can really check out those campgrounds. But thanks for watching this video about the free campsites top 10 on our first year. Coming out in the next few weeks, we'll have our top 10 paid campgrounds and maybe a few other videos regarding the lessons we learned in the first year of travel.
Yep, so if you have any questions, leave them below. If you enjoyed this video or thought it was helpful, please give it a thumbs up or share it with your friends. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you next time.
See you later.